episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of everything to do with travel in style. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Belobradic.
And I'm Amelia Belobradic. And today, how to dress Disney this holiday season without looking like you're in costume.
Yeah, you know, we're all about subtle Disney style when we talk about Disney here. So let's talk about whether or not you're going on a Disney vacation, you're going to a party or hotels, or even if you're at home and you just want to get a little of that spirit, you really miss the parks, you want to dress that way.
Yeah, and I think once Christmas gets involved, it's a very delicate line that you're towing between what is style and what is costume, especially once Disney starts pumping out all of their own,
yes,
very Christmas designs.
So if you are one of those people who wants the Jingle Bell headbands and all that gaudy stuff, this is not for you. Unless you are one of those people and you go, you know what? I want a low-key, subtle Disney because that's our thing.
Yes.
Then we're going to give you some actual definite ideas. And it all starts in true Disney style with the story. Your aesthetic. Think of yourself as an Imagineer almost. You approach it like a movie. Choose your storyline, and then let's see what we can come up with. We'll give you some ideas.
Yeah. I think the first one that comes to mind, especially for me, and that's sort of what I love at the Christmas season, is a classic Disney Christmas. You know, Main Street USA, old Hollywood, Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, me too.
Color tones that are rich reds, winter whites, cozy knit and plaid patterns.
Yeah, you get your buffalo plaid in there.
Even, a wool coat or some sort of deep cranberry scarf. Just very timeless designs that sort of feel like the black and white cartoons that were really the original vibe, days. Right?
Now, if you want to go a little more modern, I'm sure you can come up with something for that look as well.
Yeah, of course. There's lots of people that prefer the modern, it's still the Disney magic, but the more modern vibes. It's more sleek. It might be minimalistic. This is when you choose the cooler tones, neutrals, metallics, soft grays, champagne gold, shimmery silver. It
sounds like your outfit to Jollywood Nights last year.
I can't disagree. Or maybe a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. It's almost like the contemporary. It's clean. It's quietly magical. It's very nice for an evening, out at Disney Springs, out at the bars, Jollywood Nights, even a holiday dinner at home if you just want to take cute pictures. Like I'm a sucker for a digicam.
Now, we are talking about thinking of it as a Disney story. So it is the season of winter, whether or not there's winter in terms of snow where you live. But if you want to do, let's say, what we can call an enchanted winter theme, there's plenty of inspiration to draw on there.
Yeah, everyone's favorite theme for a high school dance, enchanted winter. If you channel your inner, think Anna, Elsa, Tiana, especially when Disney dresses them up in all of their sort of winter looks, not through costumes, but more...
we're not talking about dressing up as them.
No, I'm just saying, for all the holiday specials, Disney gives them Christmas looks, and you can pick and choose pieces of those that you want to embody in your own look. Jewel tones, emerald, sapphire, icy blues. This is where I like the textures a lot. In this case, velvet, faux fur. It's very luxurious, but it's still, it's playful, it's fun, it's the holiday feeling.
Now, speaking of playful, if you take that one further and you just want to have sort of a fun holiday style, let's call it festive adventure style.
Adventure.
What would you put together for that?
I mean, I like to think you're still walking down Main Street, not the runway.
This is really instead of the gaudy look, I would say.
Yeah, you still want to be fashionable, but functional as well. Lightweight layers, maybe some chic sneakers, little pop of something, a scarf or a t-shirt, something that's practical magic for park days and travel days at the same time. Yeah, that's a good
part of it, especially if you want to do carry-on only. Color's a big part of it here.
Yes, this does range. Exactly, and there's lots that you can do with color to tell a story in and of itself. Like Mickey and Minnie red, but make it add a little bit of a twist in there. Instead of the bright red, bring like a deep cranberry red or a velvet burgundy. It just makes it a little bit more refined. And as much as I love a bright red, I feel like I tend to go with a richer wine red there. If you want to think more Cinderella, the blue color palette, I love for the sort of wintry, snowy Christmas feel. Powdery blues, icy silks. They hint at a more magical energy without literally being
Cinderella.
Yeah, exactly. Without literally being a Cinderella costume. If you want to go more fantasy land, It's blushes, it's mint, it's cream. It's very cozy and nostalgic, or like a Christmas brunch, or for a Disney holiday film. Right? I always like to think of, and what I was saying is the Disney specials for the holidays, like even the Beauty and the Beast ones where they dress them up and they give them specific holiday looks. And I love to pick and choose elements from that to put into my own holiday looks, but not dress up as whatever princess in their holiday look. And
let's go with something a little bit different for this final one in colors.
Yeah, with Adventureland sort of look, it's a little bit different. This one, you could put more earthy tones, have gold accessories that bring the warmth and wanderlust to the winter cold days, sort of spice it up a little bit. You're not necessarily being outwardly Disney with any of these looks, but like I was saying, if you know where they're inspired from, they sort of bring the feeling and the magic to your own eyes.
Now, let's close it out with talk about texture. Instead of prints,
I think texture is so important, especially around the holidays.
Same look.
There's so much you can play with texture, and I think, like I was saying, around the holiday season, it tends to be even more prominent. Sequins are a big one. They're very shimmery. They catch the light. They catch your eye. It's giving like Cinderella's gown when she spins around in the Fairy Godmother.
Yeah, those definitely go. I mean, with Christmas in any park or even the resort hotels or wherever you go is very twinkly, right? So
you can't walk into a store around New Year's without seeing some sort of sequins or sparkles or like
so that fits
tintily
right
shiny covering something. It's perfect. If you want to go more of a classic rustic Christmas, there's corduroy, flannel. It's very homey. It's very, Main Street after dark energy. And then, of course, there's always the fleece and the cashmere, things that feel like the holidays at a Disney resort, things that feel, like a holiday film where you're still cozy, but you're a little bit more elevated, right? And there's a lot you can do with that.
All right, so here are some great ideas if you're looking to do something a little bit more style than just pulling out that same Christmas sweatshirt that you have in those same Christmas years or buying new ones. I mean, still buy new ones if you want.
Always buy new ones.
If you want to do something a little different. Yeah, exactly. Here's some great ideas for you. Head to the blog post for this episode at 1923mainstreet.com because we have a ton more things in there, from accessorizing and different outfits to pack and things like that. So check it out, and you can go even deeper if you really want to upscale your subtle Disney Christmas. All right, everyone. Thanks as always for listening. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. Visit the shop at 1923mainstreet.com. We will see you next week. And as always, roam freely and wear bold.
Bye-bye.